So I saw a woman's post where she's basically talking about the fact that she one day decided she needed to take care of herself. She needed to love herself. And so she left her husband and her children, who she loves deeply, but she left them to pursue a new job in a new state and to focus on her. And that because everything happened so easily and kind of fell in her lap, applying for a job and she got it, applying for an apartment and she got it. That was a sign that what she was doing was the right thing to do.
Is there anybody out there who got divorced and regrets it? Especially women 35, 40, 45, please tap in and let me know, because at this point I am probably not 99, maybe 89% sure that I'm probably gonna be divorced within the next year. So I can't stay with this. I can't be with you. I can't.
Everybody got that one ex-fling, ex-boyfriend, ex-situationship, whatever, that I'm glad we're not together. I know we would never work, but you so fine.
Would you be the side piece?
Of course. As long as he's, bills is paid, everything's paid off.
I knew I liked you, chocolate. See?
Until his wife finds out,
Being a side dude to women will teach you everything. And the thing that makes me wonder the most is how many guys are out here with the woman they think is the woman of their dreams, and they don't realize what's really going on behind the scenes. Because men and women both cheat, but women are a lot better and a lot sneakier with how they do it. Not to mention the guys that they're cheating with, these guys aren't gonna say a peep. These guys could see you in a party, know that they're banging your girl, and still give you a dap up, still give you a handshake. It's cruel, but it's true.
I don't care how good my relationship going, I'm still gonna text me a couple of niggas.
Drake, I'm leaving you. It's Drake.
You can't do that.
Why? It's not fair.
This one gonna hurt. So what about
It's not fair.
If your husband was like the guy of your dreams, great guy, this and this and this, Drake, I don't know.
Drake, 10 minutes. I don't care. That's all I get. I'm good with that.
See, the problem is a lot of y'all guys don't understand how sneaky women can be because you never been the side dude. When you are the side dude, you get a front row seat to see how sneaky women can be. You hear all the lies, all right? When you call your girlfriend and I'm sitting next to her in the bedroom, I hear and see every fucking thing. And you'll never know how sneaky that they are until you're the side dude. You hear all the lies. You hear all the fucking excuses. Where you at, babe? Where you at? Oh, I'm over Keisha's house taking her hair down. No, she playing with my ball hair. That's what she doing, bro. Free game.
Years, man, lived in a house with a person who had no feelings at all. Walked around and I would tell this person, I'd be like, there would be, intimacy and things like that, but you knew that something was way off, that it wasn't the way that it was supposed to be. So now let me tell you this. In the beginning, when we first started dating, early on in the marriage, it was all kind of affection and stuff, but they do that stuff to pull you in, right? And once you get in and get locked in, it's like it's all over. It's like I would even ask this person, why don't you sit on my lap anymore the way you used to? Why don't you hug me like you used to? All of that stuff just ended, right? So you end up being with a person, and if you're like me, I was trying to live by the Bible, right? So I was trying to tell myself that just be patient. I'm gonna keep praying, and this person is gonna change this, right? So you sit and you live in this crazy environment with a person that you're married to, but you know deep down inside there's nothing between y'all. That this person does not feel, this person does not care, this person is somebody that you don't even know.
Y'all, make no mistake, it is not just the younger generation that's not putting up with men. It's the older generation too, because I'm a notary. I do not know how many affidavits I've signed for women leaving their husbands. Specifically, women leaving their husbands. I have never signed an affidavit. My book is almost full. Haven't even had it for a full year. My book is almost full for notary of women leaving their husbands. I have never once signed for a man leaving his wife. One has not appeared to me.
Please just marry me. Marry me on this flight. Marry me on this flight. I can't live without. Don't break up with me. Just marry me, please. You're my everything. You're everything. You're everything I've ever wanted. You're everything I ever need. I want to die with you. I want to die with you. I want to grow old with you. I need everything. Please, I need you.
Let's shop, brothers. Something you need to understand, man. Your dream woman is somebody's side chick. You hear what I'm saying? Your dream woman, the woman that you look at and say, you know what, man? I just wanna take her out. I wanna spend time with her. You know what I'm saying? I might even put her in the category of wifing her one day. That's somebody's side chick. The woman you're willing to buy the flowers for. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has the ability to call your woman at 0 dark 30 with the what you doing, and within moments have your woman in a bedroom doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying your dream woman is somebody's side chick. And this is not the conversation, because I know this is not the conversation that's saying, oh yeah, women are 304s, all women are this. It's not that kind of conversation. But you have to understand, again, that thick barista you see, the chick that you work with, or that chick that you on Instagram, because everybody's on the social media. That chick on Instagram, man, that you like in every single picture. You know what I'm saying? You kikiing at all her corny jokes. You pandering to all her comments, but you scared to shoot your shot because you're so. That woman is somebody's side chick. You know what I'm saying? And men have to understand this. For one, just so we can just start taking women off of a pedestal. Because a lot of men are still pedestalizing women like they're holier than thou. You gotta understand, when all these women come to you with all these demands of, yeah, well, a man must do X, Y, Z. He must pay all my bills. He must, whatever the demands they have. It's to the point I don't even listen no more. But you gotta understand, these same women that have all these demands are somebody's side chick, right? Now, the reason this is important, you should know, is not to sit here and have a million man march on saying women ain't this, women ain't that. It ain't that. The point is so you can really understand how relationships are working in this current time and going forward. That's the whole point of having this conversation, right? Because like you can get online now, man, and you can see all, it's like you can get online and see all these women on TikTok, on Instagram, just having the gonads to get online, man, and talk about their good husbands, their faithful husbands, their bill paying husbands, and say, hey, you know what? I just got tired of them. Like, and I don't think this is nothing new, but I think once you start seeing a trend, a lot of women feel comfortable. Cause you gotta understand, women kind of move in that group think. It's kind of like the pop the balloon game. If a man comes out and 1 or 2 women pop the balloon, pretty much everybody finna start popping. Cause they just gotta be in this group thing. So you gotta understand, a lot of women are coming out now saying, hey, you know what? I left my good husband. You know what I'm saying? Everything was good. You know, I did this and I just wanted a new life. You gotta understand, man. You gotta understand why this is taking place. And a lot of what I'm speaking of is from trial and error, man. It is from going through things myself. You gotta understand, the reason it's important to know that she's somebody's side chick is because of this. Like when you hear a woman say, hey, you know what? I fell out of love. Or what a lot of women say is, I got bored. You have to understand, it's not that she got bored. It's just that you weren't convenient. I'm gonna say it again because you really have to understand. A lot of women are saying, hey, I fell out of love, or the main one you hear is, I got bored. It's not that you're a boring man. Y'all might be going on vacations. Y'all might be going out every Saturday night, man. Y'all might still be having some spontaneous love making. Y'all might still have future plans. It's not that you're bored. You might have motion. You might have things going on. But the thing is, you aren't convenient. And like I've said many videos ago, man, I'll try to leave a plug if I can find that video. Like women, we're in the era, man, where women have tasted that convenience. And to be honest, man, they don't want that real thing anymore. They just call it what it is, man. And when I say convenience, the convenience of having a side dude or the convenience of being a side chick. And like I talked about in that video, you gotta understand the excitement. You have to understand the fulfillment. You have to understand the fantasy that's being experienced when a woman can go throughout her day and just be herself. You know what I'm saying? Read her books, watch her sitcoms, drink her mimosas, hang with her girls. And when the urge comes up, now she can go play house with the guy for a couple of hours or for a weekend. And once that episode is over, she can get back to just being herself. You gotta understand, there's a high with that. You gotta understand there's like you have to understand that being a wife, kind of like our parents and grandparents, like being a wife and being a husband, it's not a flex like it used to be. It's not the flex that it used to be, man. Matter of fact, like most women get online and they flex the fact that they have a sugar daddy, or they flex the fact that, hey, you know what? You see this ball player, or you see this guy that's in whatever. You see him booed up with his wife and kids, but low key letting it be known that, hey, this is my guy. Like, that's the new flex. If you're a woman and you can get to the bag and you can live your life and you can have your girlfriends and you got enough change to take a few trips to Bermuda or whatnot, it's not a flex to get a man in that state. So you got to understand, a lot of times, man, you'll be meeting these women, quote unquote, decent women. You have to understand the struggle that they're going through. Because see, women go through a different struggle when it comes to relationship, different than me. And I don't want to say struggle. They have different things to consider. Because us as men, what we say is, okay, you know what? I'm 20 years old, I'm 30 years old, I'm 40 years old, like my life is doing a certain thing. Life is good, I'm solo, life, I can do what I want to do. Do I want to bring a helpmate on, somebody that's cute and thick and fine and smart and intelligent that can ride this wave with me? Or do I just want to ride it out by myself? Either way is a good option. And to be honest, staying by yourself is a good option. But you got to understand, a woman's choice is a little bit different, because she has to choose between, of course, that companionship and having fun, but she also she's also thinking security. See, us as men don't think as security unless you're one of these I can't think of that word they call these dudes, couch bums or hobos, or some kind of word they use for dude to go around and talk to girls for a place to live. But unless you're one of them, you aren't thinking security. So a lot of times a woman, once she gets a certain age, 30, 40, whatever, she's like, okay, I still want to have my fun, but I gotta be smart. I look at a man as an asset now, and I'm not knocking it, because it's part of the way a woman is made. You know what I'm saying? A woman should be thinking, hey, you know what? I want a guy that can kind of hold me down. But now she's being pulled between two different worlds. And what I'm telling you, brothers, today is, if you're going to get with a woman the long way, you have to understand that when you were trying to shoot your shot and she was sitting there saying, hey, yeah, I'm single, she was single, but somebody had her on speed dial. Somebody could call her at 5:46 in the morning, you know what I'm saying, and get the business. So you got to understand, a woman that moves like that, and again, I'm not knocking that, because I'm sure all of us have had situations where we might have had that one person that, hey, you know what, we're both single, but we hang out every once in a while. So I'm not sitting there knocking that, but I'm letting you know that if you meet a woman and she moves in that energy, you have to understand it's going to be a short amount of time before she gets bored. And again, a lot of it is going to be because it's not that you're bored, it's you're not convenient. It's like now there are rules and responsibilities that are involved with her being with you. Oh, now I gotta conduct myself like a certain type lady 24 hours a day. Now I gotta have reverence for a man. Now I gotta make sure a man is taken care of. Now I gotta make sure all the, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of weight that comes with being in a committed relationship for both a man and a woman. And once a lot of these women have tasted that freedom of just being a side chick, again, they're getting with a lot of men, but they're getting with a lot of men, man, but they're still craving the convenience of being a side piece, man. I'm just calling it what it is, man. So if you're still one of these guys, man, that are interested in the game of marriage, man, you have to keep that at the forefront of your mind. You have to keep that at the forefront of your mind. And like I said, man, like I know a lot of women are still talking the marriage game. But like I said, marriage, and people are still getting married, it's still a common thing. But marriage, I'll say it like this. In my opinion, like, I think by the time, I'll just say like in 20 more years from now, I don't even think, maybe 25, 30, I don't even think that marriage will be a discussion. I don't even think it'll be a discussion. Because if you look at the generations behind us, and I don't know what they call the Generation Z's or Q's or whatever, I don't know what they call, but the people that are between like teenagers and 25 right now, it's really not even on their radar. Like that group of people, like you really don't even see them entertaining relationships. So it's almost like the world is going into this whole state of solitude. You know what I'm saying? So relation like this whole marriage thing. So what it's going to be is this is what is going to end up happening, man. It's going to end up just being, and not even end up. It's already there, man. It's going to end up being, or what the world is turning into is just a free for all, man. Let's be honest. That's really what it is now. And to be honest, I'm not saying that there aren't people that are married now and people that are faithful and loving and living a happy life. I'm not saying they don't exist, but even the married people now. How many married people do you know that are just happy? That are just happy with the person they're with. I'm talking about, think about your friends. Think about your kinfolks. Think about the people you work with. How many people do you know that are married? So what I'm saying is like that way of life is just becoming extinct. And what we're moving into is just a society where it's just a free for all. It's just a free for all. You know what I'm saying? To the point where and I think I might have said this on the video yesterday. To where I said, you know, when you hanging with a person, when you're not with that person, you're not even concerned about what that person is doing, who they're with. And I'm not saying it hasn't always been like that, but that's beginning to be the standard issue of the way people get down, man. So all I'm saying is this, man. Just understand that the woman that you're with, like she got that side piece energy associated with her. So if you're going to entertain them, and I said this many moons ago. If you're going to entertain a woman nowadays, man, you better be able to play both parts. You better be able to play the role of a husband and be able to play the role or give her the energy of a side dude. Whatever that looks like. Is it a thing? Yes. It's a thing. There's a balance, but it's like, and I'm gonna keep it 100. It's like, do you even want to play that game? That's a whole nother question. Like, is it even worth playing the game nowadays? Like y'all brothers, let me know. Is it? And I'm gonna tell you this. I never get on the bandwagon of leave women alone. You know, the whole just leave women alone, don't talk to them. I never get on that bandwagon. Even back in my MGTOW days, I wasn't on that wagon. Like there'll never be a point where I don't date. Even if I'm in solitude, I might go out, we might have a coffee, go to there and chop, but I'm still in my energy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never talking about abandoning, coming together. But do y'all even just the vibration, do y'all even feel a frequency of women that are wife type nowadays? Is that even still a thing? And I'm not talking about the women that are online talking about, yeah, where my husband at. I'm talking about a woman that moves in the energy of being a wife. It's a completely different thing. I'm talking about the women that move in the energy of being a wife. I think I said this on yesterday's video. And I don't know what angle I was coming at it with. But you gotta understand, and again, I'm not sitting here saying that people moving like that is wrong, because I'm sure at some point in time the majority of us have had that person that we just kind of kicked it with. But I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 when I say this. Wife type don't move like that. Wife type doesn't move in side chick energy. Like, I know some of these women are my friends, or some just women I know. I know some women that if they not talking to a guy and it's the long way, they're not entertaining nothing. It's a small percentage, But there are women that is like, hey, you know what? If he's not trying to like be with me like the long way, like no, it ain't nothing popping. So I'm gonna tell you this, man. You have to ask yourself this question: if the woman I'm with is has that side energy associated with her being, can I even take that woman seriously? I don't know. That's something you gotta ask yourself, man. That's something you gotta ask yourself. But it's a real thing, man. The woman that you're craving is somebody's side chick, brothers.